What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are working on Colorado. I already got one broken head bolt out. You can see, kind of drilled into it. And what we have, we got these left-handed drill bits right here. They are Cobalt. Got them from Mac Tools. Part number right there, 30505 or 30505 DSA. These do have a lifetime warranty on them. They are Cobalt. I know you can get them cheaper somewhere else. I'll probably try to find a link on Amazon or something for y'all so that we can get it a little bit cheaper. Probably the same brand too. It's just they're the only ones, and I needed them pretty quick. But from the tool truck, these were about $70, so wasn't like horribly expensive. But this is the cylinder. I'll get y'all back in focus. That's the cylinder I just pulled that one out of. The other one is right here. It is where looks like a dowel pin goes. But we're gonna try to get that out and set y'all up where y'all can try to see it. This is drill bit I'm using. That's about the size of it. Just be extremely careful and try not to nick the head. These are left-handed drill bits. Oh yeah. There we go. Pulled it right out. Okay, I know some of y'all are gonna say I should have blocked this area, but it wasn't really throwing that many shavings. The only one I'm really worried about is this big one and that big one. And I will, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit y'all, but I am gonna block this now, cylinders and everything, and I am going to spray this out. We're changing oil on this anyway, but that is the success of it. Pulled them right out. That's awesome. Well, now I'm going to clean up this surface right here, clean out these threads, probably go through every thread and probably chase them just to be safe and make sure that all the threads are clean. Then we're going to clean off all this residue from the old head gasket, and we're going to try to set the new exhaust manifold in here before we put the head on, just because it will be a lot easier to get that fit down in there. But dowel pins are still in the engine right here. I know there's one more right there, and I think that's it. And it may still be on the head. I can't remember, but we will clean this out, this thread, and then chase all the other threads. So let me do all that stuff so I don't bore y'all, and then we'll come back and show you putting everything together. Got the gasket on here now, clean the surface. This only goes on one way, and the hole's diameter is what's going to determine which way this goes, because the bigger holes go on the right side while looking at it from the front to the back. But if you're sitting in the car, it would be the left side of the engine. But the holes are going to be bigger on these right here and back there, so that determines which way it sits. We do have the threads cleared out. I ran tap through there and just cleaned out the threads, blew them out with an air gun and all that stuff. And now even try to clean the top of the piston off a little bit, but I'll set y'all up and try to show y'all me putting the head on. Got it set down on there, and I'm just going to throw all the bolts in the bolt holes real quick. Probably take this water hose off over here so I can get it to, because I still got to put a gasket on this, and then that way I'm probably going to take this bracket off as well. That way I can get the wiring harness to come up over top of the head once we get everything situated. But I still have to time up the head. It's almost in the right location. I just got to turn it just a little bit more, and then we should be good. But I'm going to take this water hose off this bracket, and then we'll make sure that the head is in time before I put the bolts in and tighten it down. So we got the cylinder head on. I got the bolts just finger tight down till they just touch. And the kit, I'll show it to you in a minute. So the kit, it actually comes with all the head bolts in here, the Allens, and even comes with the 3 10 millimeters up here on the front of the engine. But so the way you're gonna do this, I'm gonna start right here and we're gonna work our way out in a big circle and go like that. I know the back ones are gonna be a little bit harder to reach because of the tool, but we have the tool in there. But the first pass on the Allens right here, the 10 millimeter Allens, those are 22 foot-pounds, and then you're gonna go back and torque it 155 degrees. Then the front ones right here, they torque to 62 inch-pounds. And then the little bolts down here on the sides, those go, I think, 55 degrees. And then this big one right here, I think, was 120 degrees. Hold on, let me look it up again just to be safe. So yeah, the long one in the middle on the front, the 10 millimeter, 62 inch-pounds, 120 degrees. The two short ones is 62 inch-pounds and 60 degrees, where the big bolts are 22 foot-pounds and 155 degrees. So I'll put this little chart right here up on the screen for y'all, just so y'all have it. But got it set now, and I may need just a little bit more of an extension. And you can mark these as you're torquing them, just so you know which ones you torqued. Like normally I don't do that until I do the degree one, because it gets a little confusing. But you're more than welcome to do it anytime you want to. Just, I mean, never be too careful. I do hate that there are Allen heads on here, but you know, they have their reasons for doing things. Because I know a lot of people may not have them. It ain't that I don't like Allen heads, just some people don't have the sockets. And if you're not doing it, I mean, just like consumer people, not like mechanics, but like regular everyday mechanic, you know, backyard mechanics, they may not have these tools. Now I'm just going to go down in the line, double check everything again. Always double check them, because they can always move. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and do these front ones. They all three torque to 62 inch-pounds. Got this set to 65, just because I got such a long extension, just so I can get down in here. Double check them one more time. I knew they would move probably a little bit, especially that long one. Alright. I do have to find an adapter for my big torque wrench, my snap-on, so I can do the angle. So let me grip my adapter to a 3/8 because I don't have a 1/2 inch drive Allen wrench socket, 10 millimeter. So let me grab that real quick, and then I'll bring you back and I'll show you the angles. I don't know how well y'all can see that, but it's set at 60. I'm gonna do the two little ones on the sides. Torque comes up to be 21.4. A little bit longer one for this one. And this one was 21.9. Now I'm going to set the angle to 120 to do the long one. Alright, we got it set at 120. Torque is 25.1, and now we're going to set it to 155, and we're just going to do just like we did the other way. All right, 122 exactly. So I'm just going to go down the line and continue to do this. I don't like the popping, but that's a torque to yield bolt on the head. Most of the time whenever I are doing these, I do hear that. But I'm just going to go down the line and continue to do this. So we got the cam sprockets on and the actuator on the exhaust cam. Got all that on. We don't have the bolts tightened down torque, but they are on here, and I just got to torque them down. This one right here with the Allen wrench, we did get a new bolt for that. This right here torques to 18 foot-pounds and then additional 135 degrees, where this one right here on the intake, let me look it up real quick, is 15 foot-pounds and an additional 100 degrees. So I'm going to hold it right here with a crescent wrench on the little hex portion of the cams, just right behind this wiring harness for right now, but it's right here. And then I'm going to torque them down, like I said, 18 and 135, and then 15 and 100 degrees. Now we're going to put this right here on in the middle, the guide for the middle part. These are 10 millimeters. These torque to 18. Sorry, looking at the wrong thing. Torques to 89 inch-pounds. Alright, so I've rotated it over 5 combustion cycles. It is a little tight to get behind that fan shroud, so I used a wrench to do it just a little bit at a time. I know it takes way longer than if you was to use a ratchet, but that was the way I did it. And plus I wanted to watch it closely, make sure I got the timing marks lined up the way they're supposed to and all that good stuff. But we got it all lined up. Everything went good, didn't feel any binding or any of that stuff, so we should be good on that. From here on out, all I'm doing is just putting like valve cover gasket, exhaust manifold, intake manifold gasket, the injector seals, all that other little stuff that you need to hook up. And I'm not going to really film all that. It's just going to be a lot to do because it's just the reversal of the removal. So what I'll do is I'll come back and like update y'all a little bit at a time, just to show y'all what we're doing and where we're at. Of course, I'm probably going to put the valve cover on first just to do it. Let me show y'all the kit that we got. Here is the head gasket set, HS26336PT, and it comes with the head gasket. It's got valve stem seals, a bunch of different stuff in here. Let me pull it out. The head gasket sits on like this little parchment paper stuff, and we can get this on. There we go. That's everything. So spark plug tube seals, valve cover gasket, bolt seals are there for your valve cover. All your little injector O-rings are right there. It even comes with like a little plug. Here's your throttle body, your water housing, thermostat. But we did get a new thermostat. I want to show you that. This is that little exhaust port I showed y'all where they machined it for us. Exhaust manifold and intake manifold. I think that should be the middle intake manifold gasket, actually. That little one right there. That's the middle one for the. Let me grab the intake and show y'all. Here it is. So this is one piece, this is one piece, and then this is just that single one right there. So I'll go ahead and pull them out for y'all. That's the old ones. Also, even come with throttle body right here. So we don't need any of that, which is good because we got all new ones, and we even got the valve cover over there, and it comes with the little rubber grommets underneath the bolts. So we'll go through and do all that, and whenever we get ready to torque everything down, I'll bring y'all back and kind of go over all the torque specs. So exhaust manifold gasket, we did put that new exhaust manifold. I'll put a link to that because I got that one off of Rock Auto, or the owner did. Here is your head bolt set. It says Molly Mall, however you want to say it, GS33416. Let me go inside the truck real quick. Yeah, the inside's tore down some. Here is your AC Delco filter, 12731179 or PF61E. Got a GM original thermostat right here. Where's the part number? Right there. 126-22316, or the AC Delco number is 15-11073. That is the AC Delco number. That's the GM part number. You can go off either one of them. They both do it because this is an integrated thermostat into the housing. And we're going to just use Dex Cool, probably like Valvoline or something, as far as the coolant goes. And then we'll use just whatever oil he decides to go with. I'm pretty sure he's got oil here. We'll do that. But I'm just going to kind of start going through here and buttoning stuff up. So we're a lot further than we were when we last showed you everything. We got the intake on, valve cover on. The intake isn't bolted down or torqued down or anything, but we did put the throttle body on, got the intake on, valve cover, got the exhaust manifold, the dipstick tube. We still have to put the heat shield to the bottom of the exhaust manifold, the O2 sensor, and the connection pieces, alternator, put a few little things on the front. The belt has to come back on, but for the most part we're just chugging along. We should be done here shortly, but about to go home for the day. I'm gonna come back in a couple days and finish this up, and in the next video I'll tell you all the torque specs and let you know how it's running. I'll probably even take y'all for a ride along on the next part when I come back. This all just be one video, but I just want to go finish up. I got some stuff I got to do today, but we'll see you in the next part.